G'day, it's Phil here, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be looking through $1 coins again, looking for commemorative coins, rare coins, and coins worth more than face value. Again, I've got my $1 collection books here, the commemorative coin collection folder from the Royal Australian Mint, which is nearly completely filled with all the commemorative coins that we've found so far. We're only looking for the 2016 15th anniversary of decimal currency for the $1 collection. We've also got the Great Aussie Coin Hunt coin folders. I've found the Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 1, all of those in circulation. Coin Hunt number 2, I'm waiting for the T for Tim Tam to complete that collection. But then the Great Aussie Coin Hunt, that's number 3, that's come out within the last 6 months, I've got a very bare folder. So I'm still looking for a lot of those to put into my folders. So let's pull into the coins and we'll get started on the hunt. Okay, so the standard type of $1 coin is the Mob of Roos, and I'll be looking through those today very carefully because we're looking for the commemorative that is on the obverse. So we need to look at both sides of the coin very carefully to make sure we don't miss it. The first coin in the roll, though, is a commemorative, and it's of the Sir Charles Kingsford Smith from 1997. So what I'll do is I'll lay down the common commemoratives on the top row, and if we find anything worth keeping, we will make another row at the bottom and keep that. Then we've got a land care coin from 1993. Another. So hopefully, because we've taken a little bit of extra time on each of the coins, looking at both the obverse and the reverse, we can look for some errors. Mainly we're looking for card errors, which is errors where the die that the coin is made from starts degrading, starts chipping or whatever, and it leaves an extra bit of metal usually on the coin. There is the 1986 International Year of Peace and 2002 Year of the Outback. Also flipping the coins around, it's at a particular angle and looking for whether or not there's a rotation of the front to the back, an upset error. Here's the Centenary Federation, and we have a chance of that on one of these coins. There's a 2001. Don't know why I laid that one other one down. And there we have a 1996 Sir Henry Parkes. So looking for card errors, rotation errors. 2007 APEC Australia. And anything that's just not usually on a particular coin. And that's our first roll pretty much done, which means that, well, it just means that we've done a first roll, really, I suppose, because we're not going to go back and look at these coins. We might speed things up a little bit as we go along if I've found a lot of the commemoratives and it's a long way between different commemoratives. 1993, that'll be a land care. So as I take a little bit extra time, I concentrate a little bit more. Might not be as chatty as I usually am, if you could call what I do chatty. I see one coming up, and here we have a Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 2 from 2021, an F for flies. So that's going to be a keeper. That's going to be a keeper for the collection. It may not necessarily be worth more than face value, but it is a keeper or a coin that I'm going to keep for my collection. So I hope everyone is doing well. This week has been a pretty good week for coin collectors, I think. There's a new coin out this week. It'll probably date this to about 2.5 weeks in advance, but it was just the start of September, and the there was a number of coins that came out actually that I picked up and that many of the coin collectors have been looking forward to. We had a new $2, a new coloured $2 for the 75th anniversary of peacekeeping. It came out in carded form of the C Mint mark, as well as roll form. And here we have the Centenary Girl Guides from 2010. A little bit dirty, that one. Yeah, we've still got room at the top there. And another land care. So new $2 coin, new coloured $2 coin came out in carded form, C Mint mark, as well as rolls. We're not sure, well I'm not sure, when I say we, the coin community, I'm sure someone knows in the coin community whether or not that coin will be circulating. But I'm unaware. I have not heard. I have not heard a rumour. I've not heard any other YouTubers or coin people talk about it. So that might be something to look forward to over the next sort of 4 or 5 months of the year. We also had some other coins come out. We had the 75th anniversary of the Australian Signals Directorate, which is part of the intelligence community and started out as part of the army. And that coin was highly advertised actually. It was in a number of newspapers that I saw, which is unusual for a coin, because it is encoded. It has encoded messages on it. And that might have a little cud on that one. Just have a bit of a zoom in. Yes. Then we have a cud, a rabbit ear cud. So that's a fine. That's what I've been looking for. So that is one error that we look for, the rabbit ears. And that can be from that small little diameter to a very large one. It can make the ears look doubled. But that is an error that we look for. Someone was asking in my comments, what are the errors that we're looking for? And that's definitely something that we look for every single time. Do it the way I do it, which is after the hunt, after going through the commemoratives, or you can do it like this. You can go very slowly through the coins, flipping them over. This is a Centenary of Scouting from 2008, and that'll just looks like we'll finish off that top row next to the guiding Centenary a couple of years later. That's why we go and look through the coins front and back. We test them for rotation, looking for the errors that are there. There's another error called the backpack error, where the die chip happens on the back of the kangaroo in front of that one. There's a whole heap of little errors that can happen. They sometimes may give extra value, sometimes they may not, depending on where they are, because some of them happen on nearly every year that a $1 coin is issued. They can possibly happen. And here we have the 2003 Making a Difference, Australia's Volunteers. This is a high mintage coin and is a common commemorative, but it's one that I will usually pull out of circulation and keep in my collection, only because I like the design and it's slightly less in number than most of the common commemoratives. That's just one of those things that I definitely pull out of circulation. And here for the first time today we see the Dancing Man, which is the 2005 60th anniversary of the end of World War II. The Dancing Man, so called because of the famous figure on the front there with his hat in the air, dancing, celebrating the end of the World War. It's a famous piece of Australian film footage. I think I've put it up on my channel before, and I'll most likely put it up at some time in the future again, just to remind people what the Dancing Man is. I usually do it about once a year. So remember, what we're really looking for today is the changeover coin, and there's another International Review piece. And the reason that I'm going slowly and flipping every coin over so that we can see whether or not the the coin has the commemorative on the obverse and not the reverse, which is where the commemorative designs usually are. So I was talking about the Signals Directorate. Yeah, it's been in the media because it's encoded. I'm not sure if there's a competition, but it's certainly, if you can decode it by yourself, then they want you to get in contact with them so that you could possibly work for them. But that's all hype, and whether or not that pays out or pays true, I'm not sure. Having said that, I didn't work it out myself. There's a couple of guys, well, there's only one guy that I know, Delta on YouTube, and he's done a couple of videos of cracking the code, which is fantastic. The guy's a genius. Another APEC. And so, as we go through now, oh, there's a donation dollar. As we go through now, we'll check. We might speed up a bit. It's 2020. Still waiting for the donation dollars for 2021 to start turning up. Someone in my comments asked, how many were we supposed to get? Well, originally we were told that we were going to get one for every Australian, so pretty much 26 million of these were going to turn up, and the Mint said that they were going to produce them over 3 years. We didn't see very much in this first year, 2020, but then all of a sudden they started turning up pretty much everywhere. The mintage figure on the year was 12.5 million, which was pretty much half of what they were going to put out. And then we really didn't see much anymore, and I know that there's tons and tons of these have been turning up all over the country, and lately, so talking about sort of July, August, we've been seeing, or some people have been seeing, the 2021 donation dollar turning up. I haven't seen any here in Melbourne. I haven't heard of anyone in Melbourne sort of picking it up as a out of their change, but definitely the 2021 is out there, and we certainly won't know how many of those are going to be until the mintage will be fully correct next year. But I suspect that if they come out and say it's a 12.5 million, well, we'll probably be done for 2 years worth of donation dollars. And here I see a 2022 coin, which means it'll be Great Aussie Coin at number 3, which is S for surfing, with a surfer on a surfboard catching a wave or cutting a wave there. That's fantastic. So that's a keeper. I'm pretty sure I don't have S for surfing in my folder, so that will definitely be something that we'll be keeping. There's a 2019. No, nothing. And another Henry Park. So we're well and truly in now, and I've talked a significant amount about coins. There was other coins that were supposed to come out, but they didn't come out. And they've been delayed. Coloured Christmas coins. There's the Lunar Year coins that have come out. I didn't get any of those. There's a lot of coins come out in September. What did I get? Yeah, I got the $2 coloured coin and the Signals Directorate. I got a couple. One of my family members wants one, and also. I picked up an envelope privy marked 150 years of the Overland Telegraph, because I saw another YouTuber do a video on that, and I thought that would be quite good to get. It's quite a low minted coin, that envelope preview mark, and I don't have the envelope preview mark A for the Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 1, so I thought, why not get one of those? And here we have a 2011 CHOGM, Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. So that's the first common commemorative in a while, so I might start speeding things up just in the background so that the hunt can go a little bit faster. And you don't have to listen to me talking about coins that you have never seen yet, possibly. Oh, hang on a second. Is that right? Yes, look at that. It's not very far rotated, but it's definitely a rotation. Been looking for one of these for a long time. So, Centenary Federation $1 coin has a propensity to be rotated because for some reason there's a whole clock numbers worth of rotation. So if we get the coin and we put it on its top bottom axis and we flip it, and the coin should be pretty much straight up and down, but this looks like it's about 11 o'clock, maybe 10 o'clock, but definitely 11 o'clock, and that is a rotated Centenary of Federation. Not very much, but definitely noticeable, and something that I've been looking for a very, very long time. So that'll go down with the keepers because that is definitely something I want for my collection. And from 1999, we have an International Year of Older Persons. And there for the first time today, we have the 1988 Bicentennial Celebration. Wow, that was terrible. Bicentennial Celebration. And there for the first time today, we have a 2014 100 Years of Anzac, the most highly minted of the 5 years of those series. So they're a common commemorative. If and when we do find a one that's from a different year, that will be a keeper because of the low mintage. And from 2009, for the first time today, the centenary of Commonwealth Age Pension, looking after aged Australians. And we have an R for Royal Flying Doctor Service from the Great Aussie Coin Hunt #1 in 2019. I don't see that one very often, and I think I've only got one, possibly, of those. That's one that I don't see hardly at all. And there for the first time today we have a dollar discovery coin because we have a 2019 with a privy mark of a U above the dollar or above the A in dollar. And so that's a low minted coin, as you'll see on the numbers on the screen. And we keep that for our collection. We make sets of A, U, and S. They're the three 35th anniversary coins. And then we have another dollar discovery coin, the A proving mark, in 2019. So an A and a U. U. U for Ute. Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 1 for 2019. U for Ute. Definitely a keeper for the collection. I must have a look at all of my extras and see if I can make another set. That would be handy. And we have a 2021 coin, so that'll be something. S for the Sydney Harbour Bridge. So very nice, Great Aussie Coin at number 2 coin. Lots of detail in that one. One of my favourites. Very nice coin. And we've run out of room on the bottom for keepers. That's a fantastic outcome in itself. And that then brings us on to the last roll. So, not a bad hunt. The line of keepers at the bottom is quite spectacular, really. Not the one that we've been looking for the book, the changeover coin, but as I've said in the past, that is a significantly hard coin to find. The mintage is very low, and so we don't see a lot of them. But it means that for a little while at least, we'll be doing this sort of slow hunting, going through everything just once. Well, I'll go through everything just once in camera, and we'll make a decent search of the coins as we go through on video. Hopefully that's not too boring for people, because I want to see what the coins are. But as we close out this lot, they all look fairly well worn. As we close them out, we really know that'll be that coin there, even though I've only seen the reverse. That'll be a 1984. Oh, it's an 85. Actually, that's not too bad. I might keep that. 85s in really good nick are hard to find. Put that as an upgrade for my collection. I could just tell by the way that had been minted. It was an older coin. More subtle, softer edges, a bit of a deeper rim, that sort of stuff. Very nice. Anyway, that is it for the hunt proper. So quick, let's because we've been through everything. I don't need to stop and go through the mob of roos. Let's go quickly through what we found. So and let's check out if we've got anything for the book. So we've got an S from the Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 2, S for Sydney Harbour Bridge, 2021. We've got a U for Ute. From the 2019 Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 1. We got $2 discoveries, an A and a U from 2019 from the Dollar Discovery series. of the 35th anniversary of the $1 coin. We have an R for the Royal Flying Doctor Service, which I don't see very often. R. So R and U in the 1, and S and S. So all letters around the same area of the alphabet. And S for Surfer, for the Great Aussie Coin number 3. So SSRU. And then we have, I'll leave that one to last. We've got a couple of donation dollars, both from 2020, but they're in pretty good nick. I'll have a look at my collection. I'm only keeping about 10 of those. The rest are going to be donated. They will definitely go back into the circulation via a donation. And then we have F for Flies from the Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 2 to go with our Sydney Harbour Bridge. So we have that, and then we have, I'm getting confused. We have a rotated Centenary Federation. That is my plum of the hunt. It's rotated at around about 11 o'clock, so sort of a backwards rotation. Definitely rotated there. So that is my plum of the hunt. But if I have a look at the Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 3 book, do I have? No, I don't. I am missing the S for the Surfer. So I'll take the S from the Surfer and I'll put that very gently, but hopefully with a satisfying click, into the book. Not really, and I've just knocked over my coins, which is great. But Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 3, one for the book. Always happy to find one for the book to add to the collection of my Great Aussie Coin Hunts. Always happy to add to the collection in a wider sense, which is the other keepers that I've got today. And definitely the Centenary Federation rotation is something that I've been looking for a very, very long time. I'd love it to be obviously 90 degrees or 180. That'd be fantastic. But even at 11 o'clock, it's something that I've never had before. So I'm very, very happy about that. But if you like what I do, please think about subscribing, giving me the thumbs up, leaving a comment about what you're finding in your area, because I'd love to hear it. I will be back in a couple of days for more noodling. So I'll see you then. Bye.